mustache. Yeah. So, show starts at 7. Hope to see you all there.
Thank you.
If you want to be an usher for your Odyssey, you get to see the show for free. Also, if you want to be our house manager, you get to make a little speech.
On 5th period, so get your stuff out, Orange.
We're dancing and singing as much as we play lacrosse, so it's really fun.
And right now we only have one sub, which isn't gonna be fun for us, and we don't have a sub for the first 3 games, I think.
No, 2. I'll be
2
your
games.
defender.
So please, even if you've never played the sport, just come out and join. Just play one game, one day. Please, we have great energy. It's just come out, try it one day. If you're nervous at all, don't leave. Okay.
Varsity tennis had our first match yesterday. And we won 6-0 too. It was against PG. And if you guys want to come and support York Tennis, we can play our home games at Shamus Hall Club. So it's like a 5-mile drive. It's a 5-mile drive. So come out, guys. Let's go.
Happy Gender Bending Day, but if you normally identify yourself as female, you should really sign up for the Senators Outdoors High School because we really need more female Cavaliers to make this happen. So please fill out an application and ask any questions if you
The blinking cursor of doom watches back at me from a blank page as I rack my brain for a perfect sentence. This half-a-centimeter line has been the scourge of many essays and creative writings, hours getting consumed into its ever-expanding waistline as I search for the perfect syntax and diction. This is why I have a hard time getting started on a hobby of mine, creative writing. I can spend hours writing and rewriting one sentence, trying to perfect it even before I hope I have a whole story to work with. This usually leads me to a mostly blank page, or with one perfect sentence that I end up deleting because it doesn't contribute much to the story that I want to tell. One of the pieces of advice to combat this that I've received from numerous sources is to write a crummy first draft. And to me, the steps of going from this draft to the final draft are akin to baking a cake, but in a world where I actually know how to bake one. Step 1 is the crummy first draft. It's purely for getting as many ideas down on paper as possible, while keeping a loose idea of what I want to write about in my head. I see this as going to the baking section of my grocery store and buying as many items as I can carry. but let's say that for some reason I bought bug spray. That's not important. That's not necessary to making a cake. Once I see all my ideas on paper, I can start separating the ideas that contribute to my story from the ones that don't. Then I can write the formal rough draft. I can start mixing the ingredients, or buying and adding ingredients that I now see are necessary, and then baking the cake. If the cake flops, then I can go back and try to fix the problems, just like I can write multiple rough drafts. When I'm happy with the cake, I can start to decorate it. This means fixing things like grammar, syntax, and making minor changes to the story. When I saw just how much more I wrote with the crummy first draft technique, I realized that in focusing too much on the minute details, the frosting, and not enough on the essence of my project, the cake, I was completing an empty accomplishment that didn't move my project forward. I also noticed another part of my life where I might make the same mistake. Before coming to York, I attended a school that didn't give out letter grades, so in the 9th grade, I was somewhat carefree about the grades I would receive over the course of the year. That's not to say that I didn't pay attention in class or that I didn't do my homework. I did, but I believe that my ability to utilize the information that I learned in class would be a better criteria for measuring how much I had learned, rather than a letter grade. Yet, I hadn't really acted on this belief. A great example of this would be my Chinese grades. I've aced every vocabulary quiz so far, but I've only studied enough to do so, and not enough to use those words quickly and comfortably in a conversation. To avoid focusing only on the grades, I made a goal going into the 10th grade to build up my cake. I was going to find connections between different classes and use the information I learned in many different situations. But I haven't been able to meet this goal. This year, I wanted to learn so much that I signed up for 13 different things: classes, clubs, and music ensembles. By itself, this doesn't lend itself to a lot of free time to devote to my goal. And procrastination has even further reduced this time. What's left is usually consumed by aimlessly watching YouTube videos. Even though I failed at this goal, I also succeeded because of this failure. I now have personal incentive to improve my time management skills and to be intentional with my free time, to learn new skills, make new connections, or even just explore different forms of entertainment. I believe this shows that I successfully applied the nature of the crummy first draft to my school life. If I had tried to figure everything out beforehand, before committing myself to these different things, I would not have these incentives right now. Although I still have some trouble getting started writing, I am now one step closer to baking my imaginary cake.
Greetings all. So we are now embarking on the spring sports season. We're not doing too much until, as you can see, tennis had its first match yesterday. Most of the activities in terms of games will start after we come back from break. This afternoon, actually right after break today, I would like to see the entire swim team right outside of the chapel very quickly. I need to get some information for you and make a little sermon on the mount to you about being sure and being clear about who's going where when, so that we get our transportation model streamed out so that we don't have anybody left behind. Thank you.
Okay, there's another art show this Saturday, tomorrow night, and this one's at the Carl Cherry Center for the Arts, which is on 4th and Guadalupe in Carmel. We've got about 12 or more students involved in it from York, and it's countywide. A lot of schools participate, so it's a beautiful space, big walls. They have a reception, again, 3 to 5 tomorrow, and some of you live right in that neighborhood, so stop by and check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. Thanks.
It's March 1st.
Yeah.
Which means, seniors, your deadline is passed, and I'm here to report that this class of 2019 thus far has turned in, although I'm still expecting about 300 more hours, over 8,500 hours of service. So far to date, and their due date isn't until, May 1st of this year for this year's hours, 4,340 hours. So, you got some making up to do, but you'll get there, I know. Spring break, great opportunity again for service. Like Francis said, we're looking for more females for the outdoor science school. We want to get those applications in now, ASAP, because the Outdoor Science School wants to open it up to other students to volunteer. Right now, it's a York-only opportunity, which is really cool. Last spring break, we had York only. Let's try again. March 11th through the 15th, evening of the 11th to the noon on the 15th. I'm still also looking for students to help with the robotics competition at Seaside High the weekend after we come back from spring break. I want to know if you're going to volunteer. I have some detailed instructions. It's kind of cumbersome. So I want to know before March 6th if you want to volunteer. Thank you.
Over 15 of you have registered to take the FCC technician license exam 1 week from today. So if that's you, be at the library at 8 o'clock sharp to begin the class, and then we'll take the exam in the afternoon. Some of you have come to me and said, I really want to do this, but I'm not in town on that day. Just to let you know, I am going to schedule another one of these for the broader community later this spring. So you'll have that opportunity, but I'm really excited for those of you who are going to be here on Friday. It's going to be a really cool event. Thanks.
Never realized it's this cold in chapel. Come out for dodgeball today during lunch in the gym. Faculties are always welcome to join the game if you want to participate. I'll see y'all there. Sorry for that wardrobe.